the responder after the auction starts, a minor, a major, a no trump, or a heart, a spade, a no trump, you're giving the responder a way to say, okay, we're going to game. Or, okay, I'm inviting game. Or, I just want to sign off in a part score and don't bother me. All right. Those are the, you want to be able to send those three messages very, very clearly. And that's what two-way checkback does. One side benefit of it is a lot of times you're able to issue an invitation. And if it doesn't work out, you can stop at the 2 level instead of wandering up to the 3 level where you might find yourself going down.
Steve, somebody said your video's not on.
Oh,
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Okay, well, I messed up. Okay. Okay. Am I there now?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I can't see myself, so I won't worry about it. Okay, so, and the only thing you give up is the ability specifically to stop in 2 clubs after a minor, a major, a no trump. And that's really a pretty small thing to lose. So you're not giving up much to play it. Okay, when does it apply? It applies in one of 2 situations: a minor, a major, a no trump, or a heart, a spade, a no trump. Not a club, a diamond, a no trump. Because when you don't need artificial bidding when it goes a club, a diamond, a no trump.
I don't have him coming on video.
Oh, okay. All right. So the basic structure of two-way checkback is pretty straightforward. After you've reached the point where somebody has, the opener has rebid 1 no trump, if the responder bids 2 diamonds, that's an artificial game force. It says nothing about diamonds. And it says, partner, we're going to game, period. So the bidding cannot stop below game after the 2 diamond bid. You can't change your mind. You can't get cold feet. When somebody bids 2 diamonds, that's it. You're going to game. Now, more about what happens after that as we go on down the road. The next bid that's possible is 2 clubs. Again, that's an artificial bid. It says nothing about clubs. This is the bid that sends the signal that, partner, I want to invite game. I'm not insisting on game, but I want to think about it and invite it. And then lastly, if you want to play in a part score, then you can bid 2 hearts or 2 spades. And neither one of those is invitational, is even inviting partner to do anything. Because if you were inviting, you would have started with 2 clubs. So a bid of 2 hearts or 2 spades is just, partner, I want to play at the 2 level. Similarly, since we can't stop in 2 clubs, but we want to have a way to be able to play in clubs if we have to, a jump to 3 clubs is just drop dead. I want to play 3 clubs. If I were inviting or trying to get to game or insisting on game, I would have used the 2 club or 2 diamond gadgets. Okay. So how do you decide which one to use? All right. After the 1 no trump rebid, you take 2 steps. One is you evaluate your hand.
Okay, he's moving.
Knowing that partner has basically 12 to 14, maybe a good 11, 12 to 14, and is balanced.
You're sharing his screen.
And in the context of that, then you decide, okay, I have enough to force to game. I have enough to just invite game, or I don't have anything other than a part score. So I'm either going to pass 1 no trump, or I'm going to bail out to a major suit, or possibly 3 clubs, or possibly 2 diamonds, but we'll get to that in a second. All right, so let's look at the 2 diamond game force. James, can you put up the example hands and start with number 2? Page 2. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so remember what's happening here is that partner has a balanced minimum opening hand. That's the opener. Okay, now what we're dealing with is situations where we have a strong hand, but we're interested in playing something besides 3-no trump. Because if you know you want to bid 3-no trump, that's the limit of the hand, you're not worried about other strains, suits, etc. You just bid 3-no trump and stop. No reason to give the opponents any information. Just bid 3-no trump and that's the end of it. So if you start with 2 diamonds, the game force, there's an implication that you are looking for something besides 3-no trump. You may end up in 3-no trump, but you want to consider alternatives. Okay, so examples on the screen, examples of 2 diamond game force. Perfect example is the first hand at the top there. There you've got 7, 12, 16 points, and you have a 5-card spade suit. You want to find out if partner has 3-card spade support. You're going to bid 3-no, but or 4 spades, depending on what the information you get. So the bidding has been 1 club, 1 spade, 1 no trump. You're going to say to yourself, what type of hand do I have? Am I a game force? Am I an invitational hand? Or am I a part score hand? Including a hand, obviously, that can pass 1 no trump. Then you decide, what path am I going to take? If I have a game force, my path is 2 diamonds. Or rarely I might jump, and we'll get to those in a minute. If I have an invitational hand, obviously I can bid 2 no trump as an invitation. But if I have some other type of invitational hand, then I will start with 2 clubs. And if I have a minimum hand where I want to bail out of 1 no trump to a suit, then I will bid 2 hearts or 2 spades, or I will jump to 3 clubs if I want to play clubs as a sign off, or I'll use this gadget that's on the screen, 2 clubs, forcing partner to bid 2 diamonds, which we'll cover in a minute. So if there's other examples there on the screen of forcing hands, but you see what they have in common is that there's plenty of high card points, and there's some uncertainty about whether you belong in 3-no trump. The first one, the issue is the 5-card spade suit and the 4-card heart suit, because partner could have 4 hearts. So you start with 2 diamonds, and to announce to partner, hey, we're going to game. Then partner will respond naturally, and you'll find your heart fit or your spade fit or whatever else is available. And again, you may land in 3-no trump, but the idea is you're considering alternatives. Same way with the next hand. Next hand, you have plenty of points, but you have a bunch of clubs with partner. You have a singleton, and this hand could very well end up in a slam, or even 5 clubs if it turns out partner doesn't have a good diamond stopper. And then the next hand has it is just a plain vanilla hand with 7, 10, 13 points. This hand is just a 3-no trump bid. You don't bid 2 diamonds on this hand. You know you belong in 3-no trump, so you bid it. Okay, so that's that part. Now, the next issue is, what does opener do after the 2 diamond game force? So we know we're going to game. What is opener supposed to do? He or she has already rebid 1 no trump and largely described her hand, but now she has a chance over 2 diamonds to bid something to provide more information. So obviously, if you have 3-card support for responders major, you want to show that. If you have 4 cards in an unbid major, you want to show that. And if you have both, then you show hearts first, the same way you do in a normal stamen over a one no trump opening. Okay, so in the middle of page 3, I want to point out that I have a couple of typos. Where it says examples, the bidding has started 1 diamond, 1 heart, 1 no trump. I should have said 1 club, 1 heart, 1 no trump. So it's not a 1 diamond opening, it's a 1 no one club opening. Okay, and so in the example there, opener knows that we're going to game, and she should bid 2 hearts to show her 3-card heart support. Now
I'm
this
sorry,
is
sorry, Steve. Which
yeah,
example you want me to show?
I'm sorry, you got it on page number 3.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. If you look at those examples, the bidding is 1 club, 1 heart, 1 no trump. Now it goes 2 diamonds, game force. We know we're going to game. What do you do with the first hand? The first hand, you have 3-card heart support, so you show it and bid 2 hearts. The second hand, you don't have 3-card heart support, but you have 4 spades. So let's show those. 2 spades. The third hand, you don't have anything particularly interesting to show. You can bid 2 no trump. You're balanced. You don't have any. You could bid 2 spades with this hand, but I kind of like 2 no trump because it's a better description. Or actually, what you really should do is I misspoke there. What you really should do is bid 2 hearts to show your 3-card heart support. You've got both of them, so you show hearts first. Okay, the next one, you've opened a diamond, and partner now is forced to game, and you've rebid a no trump on a somewhat off shape hand, which is fine. So partner wants to know more about your hand. You don't have anything in the majors to show. Show your 4-card club suit. You bid 3 clubs, and partner's going to scratch his head and say, okay, my partner showed 4 clubs, but she opened a diamond. She probably has 5 diamonds then. And so you might find that you can reach a slam in diamonds or clubs if responder is very strong. On the last one, you would bid 2 hearts to show your 3-card heart support. Now, if responder's major was spades and he bid 2 diamonds, then you would probably bid 3 diamonds to emphasize these lovely diamonds that you have. Okay. But again, the most important thing on all of these is that we're dealing with situations where we're looking at contracts that other than 3 no trump and giving partner a chance to provide information that would get us to a major suit fit or perhaps even to a slam. Okay. Now what happens after opener responds to 2 diamonds? Then the bidding is natural. There's not a bunch of stuff to remember. It's just natural bidding. The main thing to think about is don't rush to 3 no trump if you've got something else to show. And for goodness sake, do not stop below game. The bidding does not stop below game in these situations. All right, so that's the 2 diamond bid. Now let's look at 2 clubs. This is a situation where partner has rebid 1 no trump and you have enough to suggest game, but you don't have enough to insist on game. So if you had enough to insist, you would start with 2 diamonds, but here you're going to start with 2 clubs that flashes a signal that partner, I want to invite game. All right, now the way this works is that, let's see, would you get that, please? The way this works is that, I got a call in the background. The way this works is that over the 2 club bid, opener absolutely, positively must bid 2 diamonds. Opener doesn't get to have creative license to do something else. You must bid 2 diamonds. And then after that, responder will let you know what type of invitation he or she has. Okay? So now, here's some examples on number 4 that James has put up. The bidding has gone 1 diamond, 1 spade, 1 no trump. And so let's look at the first hand. That hand has 11 points with 5 spades. Now, if you had 11 points with only 4 spades and a flat hand, you would just bid 2 no trump. Invitational, natural invitational. So if you start with 2 clubs, what you're doing is you're implying to partner that other contracts besides no trump need to be considered. And you're going to invite. So here, what type of hand do you have? Well, it's invitational with 11 points. What path am I going to choose? I'm going to start with 2 clubs. All right, let's look at the next one. The next one has 11 points. Same thing. Start with 2 clubs. Partner bids 2 diamonds. You're going to bid 2 spades. The next one, it goes, just one second. Okay, sorry. All right, so the hand, the third example hand, the thing about this hand is that you're interested in game, but there's doubt about whether you belong in no trump. So you're going to issue an invitation in diamonds. The next hand, you're going to bid 2 clubs. Partner bids 2 diamonds. Now you're going to bid 2 hearts. Partner's going to say, now what's going on here? Oh, partner has 4 hearts. Well, if partner has 4 hearts, he must have 5 spades, or he would have bid hearts first. So now you've made a perfect invitation showing 5 hearts, 5 spades, 4 hearts, invitational values. The next hand, you only have 9 points, but what a great 9 points. You're 6-4, etc. So now you can start with 2 clubs. Partner bids 2 diamonds. You jump to 3 spades, showing a very significant invitation. And partner will be very hesitant to pass that unless she really has a poor hand for spades. The last one, you're 11 points with 5-5 in the majors. So you can start with 2 clubs. And then after 2 diamonds, you can either bid 2 hearts, or you might decide to jump to 3 hearts to emphasize the 5-5 and the relative strength of your hand. So hopefully those are examples that show you how to use the 2 club bid. Now,
I had a question, Steve,
yes,
about
go ahead.
the third example hand. You have ace 10, 4th, and a singleton heart, and 5 diamonds, and the ace X of clubs. And the auction went a diamond, a spade, a no trump, and you said 2 clubs. A partner bid 2 diamonds, so you just raised to 3 diamonds to invite.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Just
Now,
wanted
frankly, this hand probably is a little too strong for that, and I probably shouldn't have the queen of diamonds in there. It probably should be king with 4 little diamonds for the bid, because that's 13 points. It's probably too strong for an invitation. But the point you made is correct. You're going to invite by bidding 3 diamonds over the required 2 diamond response. Okay, now, again, when it starts with 2 clubs, opener must bid 2 diamonds. And there is no choice. Now, let me show you why that's true. Sometimes, and this comes up more often than you would think, the bidding has gone, let's say, 1 diamond, 1 spade, 1 no trump. And this is page 5 that James has just flashed on the screen. Okay. Now look at this hand right here. You've got to be worried about playing 1 no trump with these cards. because you have a big problem in hearts. And what if partner's heart holding is something like 3 to the queen? And now you're really in trouble in one no trump. Whereas partner surely has 4 diamonds and maybe 5, and you've got 4 and a singleton. You know you belong in diamonds. And unless you have extreme match point-itis, you realize that you belong in diamonds. So what you do is you bid 2 clubs. Now partner's going to say, my partner's about ready to invite. But opener has to bid 2 diamonds. And when she does, you pass. And there you are in 2 diamonds. So the 2 club bid is invitational, but it's also a vehicle to get to 2 diamonds. It almost operates as a transfer if you want to think of it that way, but it's a relay, 2 clubs relay to 2 diamonds. But this is why opener can't bid anything other than 2 diamonds, because if responder has this hand, then you're in deep water. Now look at the hand on the bottom there. This is different. It went 1 club, not 1 diamond, 1 club, 1 heart, 1 no trump. Now partner for bidding 1 no trump will have at least 2 diamonds, maybe even 3. Okay. And you're sitting there with a 6-card diamond suit and a singleton spade. And you know in your bones that you do not belong in 1 no trump on hands like this, because the diamonds will be cut off and you won't be able to set them up and run them, and they won't be available as trumps. So you want to get to 2 diamonds, so you bid 2 clubs. Partner bids 2 diamonds, and then you drop them. Yeah, you did disappoint them. They thought they were going to be talking about an invitational hand, but that's the way it goes. You end up in 2 diamonds, which is a really, really good contract. And, you know, I've probably had this exact type of auction come up a dozen times over a number of years, and you always get a good score by being able to find the perfect part score rather than being stuck in 1 no trump. Okay, so now here, the next thing is number 6, James. And the issue is, what do you do after the 2 club bid? Okay, so here's the bidding. You see it's kind of convoluted: a diamond, a spade, a no trump. Now the 2 club bid, now the 2 diamond bid, and you go from there. Okay, so then the issue is, what does opener do after receiving the invitation? In this case, the invitation was in spades, at least 5 spades, invitational values. If you look at the first hand, thank goodness there's a spade fit, but the hand is very minimum and flat. So I think the answer to that is no, thank you. I'm not accepting the invitation. You pass and you're in 2 spades. Now, compare this to how it would go if you played new minor forcing. Partner would bid 2 clubs, new minor forcing. You would bid 2 spades to show your 3-card spade support. And the partner would invite with 3 spades. And there you are at the 3 level. And many times it wouldn't matter, but sometimes you go down in 3 spades. So why not make your invitation at the 2 level if you can? All right, the next bid, the next hand, partner invited in spades. You don't like spades, and there's nothing special about your hand. So you just pass. Just pass in 2 spades. You have a 5-2 fit, maybe even a 6-2 fit, and you need the idea is to stop at the lowest possible level. Now, one of the things you've learned, or probably should have learned as you picked up this game, is it's usually a very bad idea to try to escape to 2 no trump. You don't flee to 2 no trump. 2 no trump is a constructive bid, not a oh, partner, I don't like any of your suits, and so I'm going to try to flee to no trump. That will work out poorly most of the time. And this hand, the second one, is a good example. Don't try to bid 2 no trump on hands like this. Just pass in 2 spades. Now look at the next one. This hand has 13 points, but there's no fit. And so again, you should just pass in 2 spades. On the fourth hand, you have 12 points. And it's a pretty flat 12 points. So again, you just pass in 2 spades. But notice again, being a little repetitive, but the point is, you've been able to have this discussion about invitations at the 2 level and stop in 2. All right, the next one, now we've got opener with 14 points and good 3-card spade support. So now opener has it easy. You're inviting me, I have support, I have a maximum, I'm jumping to game. And you bid 4 spades with this hand. Okay, the next hand is an illustration of something. Singleton spade. And I have the idea that maybe somebody would respond 1 spade with 1 no trump with this hand, a diamond, a spade, a no trump. Personally, I think that that's a misbid. I think it's better to bid your clubs and bid your hand naturally. Partner has a right to assume that you've got 2 when you bid 1 no trump. And so you should only very rarely should you bid 1 no trump with a singleton. All right, the next one, here you go. You've got 13 points. It's a good 13 points. And so now maybe you bid 2 no trump. But when you bid 2 no trump, you're not saying, oh, partner, I hate my hand and I'm trying to escape. You're saying, partner, I have a little something. I have a reasonable hand. And I'm bidding 2 no trump, but I don't have a spade fit. Same way with the last hand. Okay. So that's those are those. Now the next one is jump rebids. Those are comparatively rare. Wait a minute. Did I do the? Yeah. Okay. Well, before we get to the jump rebids, when you've looked at your hand and you decided you just want to play in a part score. All right. Now, if you want to play, here's the way this works. It's very straightforward. If you want to play 2 diamonds, that's what we just discussed. You bid 2 clubs and require a partner to bid 2 diamonds, and then you pass. That's how you get to 2 diamonds. If you want to play 2 hearts, that's what you bid. Want to play 2 spades? That's what you bid. Now, the beauty of this is partner knows that you're not inviting him to do anything when you bid 2 hearts or 2 spades. You aren't asking him to raise to 3 or to think about game or anything like that. You're just picking a resting point, because if you were inviting, you would have started with 2 clubs. And that's the safety net that you have. And then lastly, if you know that you want to play a part score in clubs, this is the thing we give up for this convention. You can't stop in 2 clubs. So you're going to have to go to 3 clubs. Now, a lot of times you don't really want to go to 3 clubs. So you stop in 1 no trump. For better or worse, you just stop low in 1 no trump. But when your distribution justifies getting out into clubs, then you can jump to 3 clubs, and that's a 100% sign off. Even though it's a jump, but that's the one thing that you do have to remember, that a jump to 3 clubs is to play. All right, jump rebids. Every now and again, you'll have a hand where rather than starting with 2 diamonds, it's more functional and descriptive to make a jump. And here's some examples on page 7 that James has put up. So it's gone a diamond, a spade, and no trump. Okay, look at the first hand. You've got a beautiful hand and a beautiful spade suit. Now you could start with 2 diamonds on this, and that would be fine. But I think a better description is to use a jump to 3 spades. And now, when you jump, the implication is that you're thinking about slam. If you would just had game in mind, you would start with 2 diamonds. So this 3 spade jump says, partner, I have a magnificent spade suit and I'm interested in slam. What do you think? And then what opener can do, if opener wants to cooperate, he can bid an ace or a king, or jump to 4, or bid 4 spades. And if he's got a poor hand, he can bid 3 no trump to slow things down. Usually, you know, what you would do over 3 spades depends on your partnership style on cue bidding, whether that promises an ace and all that kind of stuff. But the point is, the 3 spades bid sets trumps and asks partner whether he's interested in slam. So that's one of the jump rebids available. Now let's look at the next hand. It's gone a diamond, a spade rather, a no trump. Okay, so responder looked for a spade fit and didn't find it. But look at those diamonds and look at the strength of the hand. So now you can jump to 3 diamonds over 1 no trump to say, partner, I've got magnificent diamond support and I have a strong hand and I'm looking for some contract besides 3 no trump. What do you think? Now opener looks at his hand. I mean, does opener have useful cards in spades? Maybe the queen of spades? Does he have aces? Does he have that kind of thing? So you're going to get a discussion going on after 3 diamonds that may let you get to 6 diamonds. All right, the next one is the same thing, only more so. Now your diamonds are even better, your hand's even better. And even if partner tries to sign off in 3 no trump, you're not going to stop. But you can bid 3 diamonds to make it very clear that diamonds are going to be trump. And then the last hand, your hand is really strong with both majors. You can jump to 3 hearts to say, I have an extreme hand, partner, lots of major suit cards, lots of strength for game. What do you think? And you might even find yourself in 6 hearts or 6 spades if partner has the right fit. Okay, so those are the examples of the jumps. All right, so now what happens if it goes 1 heart, 1 spade, 1 no trump? That's another situation for this. Again, you've got 2 clubs as starting all invitational hands. You've got 2 diamonds as starting the game forcing hands. And then you have the ways to get out into 3 clubs or 2 diamonds or 2 of a major. Now, here's one real benefit of this. Let's say it goes 1 heart, 1 spade, 1 no trump. And you're the responder and you had a 3-card limit raise that happened to have 4 spades in it. Okay. And you were going to jump to 3 at the next round, jump to 3 hearts. You don't have to do that anymore. You bid 2 clubs saying, I'm inviting. You hear partner bid 2 diamonds and now you bid 2 hearts, invitational. And if partner doesn't like his hand, you're going to end up in 2 hearts instead of 3 hearts. So there's a benefit there.
Is that page 8? We don't see it.
I hadn't gotten to the bidding problems on 8 yet. It's on page 8, so the bottom of page 8. Okay, a couple quick questions, a couple quick things, and then there's 2 bidding problems that I want to run by you that I think will be illustrations of how this works. first two quick issues. What if responder is a passed hand? There's some people that say, well, this is off if it's a passed hand. Me personally, I think it's better to just keep it in place and not make a bunch of exceptions, because the 2 club relay to 2 diamonds and inviting, et cetera, is very valuable. So I would keep it intact, and that way you don't have a lot of memory work to do. Second thing is, don't forget to alert. These bids are alertable. The 2 club bid forcing 2 diamonds, the 2 diamond bid as a game force, those are definite alerts, and the opponents are entitled to know about it. Same way when partner bids 2 clubs and you make the forced responsive 2 diamonds, that needs to be alerted that it's artificial and doesn't say anything about diamonds. Okay. So to close, we just got a few minutes. So let's do a couple bidding problems. Number 8 is a good problem. All right. So this hand actually came up about 3 weeks ago when I was starting to prepare these notes, and I wrote it down for this bidding problem. So partner opens a diamond, you respond to spade, and she rebids 1 no trump. What do you do now? Okay. So you look at this hand and you have to decide, what type of hand is it? Is it game forcing? No, it's not game forcing. Is it a sign-off hand? Well, I mean, you only have 8 points, so maybe you choose that. But I look at the hand and I say, wait a minute, I've got 2 really good 5-card suits headed by the ace. I have a doubleton in my partner's diamonds, so that's not so bad, because if he's got some diamond cards, or she's got some diamond cards, those will fit well with my hand. And I think I'd like to take a chance and issue an invitation with this hand. So if you do, you would bid 2 clubs. Partner would bid 2 diamonds, as she must do. And then you would bid 2 hearts, issuing an invitation in spades and hearts. And now it's going to be up to partner, the opener. She's going to look at her hand and say, okay, well, do I have a fit with either one of these majors? That's important. And how about my high card structure? Do I have a blah 12 points, or do I have a more interesting hand? So if partner's got fit and a decent hand, she's going to either bid game in one of your suits, or she's going to bump you to the 3 level in one of her suits to leave it up to you. Of course, if she doesn't have a good hand or a good fit, she'll either pass 2 hearts or correct you to 2 spades, and you'll stop. And so now the advantage here is that you've exchanged all this information and allowed for all these possibilities, and you're able to stop at the 2 level. Now, if you next page, James, the full hands, these were the actual hands. I caught partner with a beautiful 4-card heart fit, and look at the hand he had. 14 points, a beautiful fit, and even his king of spades has got to be gold, because it's king and 1 in my first bid suit, and he's got a wonderful fit for my second bid suit. So my partner, who was Lewis Sacker, jumped correctly to 4 hearts, and there we were. And we got a good score, because a lot of people looked at this 8-point responding hand and said, oh, I've only got 8 points. And they folded up their tent in 2 hearts and didn't reach game. All right, so there's that hand. And then the last bidding problem is number 9. Okay, so now here you've got a very, very nice hand, and your partner surprises you by opening a club. So here's partner opening the bidding, and you have 17 points with 2 terrific 5-card suits, and you even have decent clubs. So you start off and you bid a spade. Partner bids a no trump. So he's got balance minimum. What do you do now? Well, what type of hand do I have? I definitely have a game force. In fact, I'm very, very slammish on this hand. So one thing I could do with this hand is that I could bid 2 diamonds to set up the game force, etc. But another path that's available to me is that I could jump to 3 diamonds to tell partner I have a big 2-suited hand, that I have spades, diamonds, and surely I've got slam interest. And now it's up to partner to figure out what to do after that. But partner will be able to look at his hand knowing that you have these 2 big suits, and he'll have the ability to evaluate his hand in that context very explicitly after 3 diamonds. All right, James, go ahead and show the full hands. Okay, so the full hands are as shown. So it goes to club, a spade, a no trump, 3 diamonds. Now, if you're the south hand or the opener, you have, in some respects, a minimum hand, but you've got 2 very important things. You've got a fit for partner's diamonds, and you've got the ace in partner's first bid suit, and the ability to rough that suit if necessary. So this is a hand where you don't run back to 3 no trump. If partner is worried about no trump and you have 4 to the jack, hearts are sure to be a problem in no trump. And you have good cards for partner as far as for slam. So the way to tell him that is to just raise him 4 diamonds. And now partner bids Blackwood to check on aces, and however you play, whether you play 1430 or regular is fine. You're going to show the number of aces, and partner bids a slam. And now you find yourself in 6 diamonds, and which is a magnificent contract. And you'll get, anytime you're in a match point game and you get to 6 of a minor instead of 3 no trump and you make it, you're going to get a very, very good score. And this is an example, because a lot of people would languish in 3 no trump on these cards. And here, this gives you the ability to look at your fit, to look at your slam potential, and to get there. Okay. I don't know. Do we have time for anything? Questions?
I'd like to ask a question, Steve, on
Sure.
if you go to page 3,
Yep.
page 3, 3rd paragraph. When you
Right.
say here that you go like Stayman, so I'm giving you an example now. 1
Mhm.
diamond, 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 diamond game force.
Mhm.
Now I, as an opener, I have 3 spades and 4 hearts.
Uh-huh.
Do I give you the spades? You said to go like Stayman, therefore I bid my 4 hearts first?
Yes. You bid your 4 hearts
Okay.
first.
And
you
then how
always-
do I tell him that I have spades?
Well, he's gonna, after you bid 2 hearts, if he's interested in hearts, he'll raise. Otherwise, he'll bid 2 spades, and then you'll raise him.
I see, okay. All right,
Okay.
and then the second comment I have is for us intermediates, at least for me, when I jump as a responder in my own suit, to me that was somehow non-forcing if I do that after an invitational hand. So, or maybe I misunderstood. You are talking about the jump rebids if you are in a game force with instead of bidding 2 diamonds, you actually jump.
Right. If you
Yeah,
jump,
so
other than
yeah,
3 clubs, 3 clubs is, we've agreed that 3 clubs is just to play. But if you jump in anything else, it's a game force, but very, very descriptive
And strong.
and strong. Right. but it's descriptive. So you're not going to do it on just a 5 cards, you know, you're not going to jump to 3 spades on a 5-card suit or something like that. You don't need to jump. You can bid 2 diamonds. The jump is used for those very few hands that have extreme distribution and suit length. And you want to emphasize those to partner so partner can evaluate how valuable his or her hand is.
Right. Thank you. This is excellent.
Okay. Any other questions? All right, I guess everybody understands it just perfectly and everybody's
Yes.
ready to go
Can we print,
terrific.
implement it.
can we print out the notes? How can we print out the notes?
Well,
Yes.
what we'll do with that, we'll be posting these on the website. We'll also have a video that will post a link to that, and you'll need a password to view the video. But you can see this whole thing or see the notes on the website,
On the BCA website.
on the BCA
And
website.
Yeah.
what would the
What's the
password be?
website exactly? What's the website?
That's the BCA website. If you're familiar with that, if you're not familiar with that, we'll have to figure
If
out a
you're
way to
not
let you.
familiar, send me a note and I will get you there.
What
okay?
would the password be so we can watch the video?
Well, I don't know what the password is yet. What happens is when I close down the recording, they send me all that information, and what we'll do is post all of that so that you can see the video if you want to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Well,
would be
Steve,
worth
it-
watching again, but it was excellent.
And the Swiss Echo